Hey, so kind of got rocked up in my quiet time today, which I love and hate when that happens, right? And so when we think about, man, we're trying to pursue Christ, and we're trying to be more like Christ. One is that we're turning away from things that aren't healthy. We're turning away from what the Bible calls sin. But there's a second part of it that maybe we don't think about much, and this was brought to light in my quiet time again. Jeremiah chapter 35 and verse 15. Here's what it says. Each of you must turn from your wicked ways. And we're like, okay, we're turning from our wicked ways. Yeah, we're turning away from that. But then it also says this, and reform your actions. Like we need to reform our action. That is, that when we take action, it needs to not be the old action that we take, like the old man would do it, but a new action. Reform is defined as this, to make changes in order to improve. To make changes in order to improve. See, there's a way that I'll act outside of Jesus, and there's a way that I'll act before I came to know Christ. And now I need to reform those actions. And so here's our challenge for today. Like, we're going to take a lot of actions, and we want to take the right actions, and we actually even want to reform those actions. So the actions that we'll take today, like we'll speak, that's an action. We'll probably post something on social media, that's an action. We'll respond to a situation, that's an action. How are we going to reform those actions? Reform them. How are we going to make changes in order to improve? How can we speak better? How can we post better? How can we respond better? You know, we're in this series at church where we're looking at how God actually reforms our anger and our frustration, or reforms our guilt, will reform our anxiety. How will that reform? So whatever actions that we take today, let's do it with this. How, before we take the action, maybe this is the thing to do. Before we take the action, we say, okay, I want to take an action as a new man, as a new woman, as somebody who's pursuing Christ. And so I want to do that and reform this action that I am taking. Let's do that today.